that's called New Spitalfields, and it's just like a massive like sort of wholesale place. You can get meat, fruits and everything, but you can get like soursop and...
Do you have to go really early in the morning?
Yeah, they go at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
I would like to do that, yeah. But
have a little edible, go and get like all the good fruit.
do you know what? I've been drinking those Trip CBD drinks.
Yeah,
and it's
nice,
been getting me lean.
What?
Yeah.
On the CBD? Going high on the CBD?
Like not super, but it does get me a bit lean, yeah.
Well, CBD is meant to make you feel relaxed, isn't it?
I don't know if it relaxes me though.
What do you mean you feel lean?
Like I feel a bit stoned.
What, in your head?
Yeah, like I feel a bit high. But I think it's just because I'm such a lightweight that anything to do with a cannabinoid, I'm like, oh my God, I'm stoned.
Yeah.
Because I literally had the munchies.
Really?
Yeah, I was
Maybe it just put your nervous system into like rest and digest instead of
but I think cannabinoids don't make me feel that restful. I'm not gonna lie, because I was
THC, maybe not.
But even CBD, when I was coming, because I was at my friend's house and we drank some, because I'm not drinking alcohol at the moment, so we was like, oh, let's get some trip drinks. Let's get some trips. And when I was on the DLR coming home, I was like feeling a bit prang.
Whoa, it's probably the motion of the DLR though, mixed with the CBD.
Yeah, I think maybe it's CBD, maybe it's psychosis.
Which flavour did you have? I like the elderflower.
Yeah, the elderflower one's banging,
one.
and I like the wild strawberry because that's the magnesium one. The magnesium ones are banging.
Is the elderflower the only one that has CBD, and the others have like?
No, there's blood. I think the blood orange one has CBD in it as well, but that one tastes like fucking mud.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of blood orange flavour things. Give me an actual blood orange.
Yeah, love a blood orange, but it's also I think the blood orange one, and there we go.
Full circle.
And it comes full circle. It's a circle of fruit. I think that blood orange one has some like herbs in it that make it taste a bit earthier.
Maybe hasn't that one got ashwagandha in it? I don't know. I'm just clutching at straws.
Hello. Hi.
We've got to work on your awkward opener, because every day it's like you're caught out, like you don't know it's here.
Oh my God, hi.
Hi, I didn't know you guys were going to be
Oh my
here.
God, I didn't see you there.
But it's good to be back with you, babe.
It's good to be back with you too.
It's been ages.
I know, it's been ages. Happy January.
Well, I knew this would be the way that when I moved out of London, but we only really get to see each other
when we're doing this. But I think I've got some more Bristol gigs booked in, and I'm planning to come and do like a Bristol weekend of gigs. So
yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Come and stay with me.
Yeah, will do.
Yeah. How you been though? What's been up to?
I have not been thriving. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking, shall I put it on? And I thought, do you know what? This is a space for us to talk about shit.
You joined the collective depression.
Yeah, it's bad. It has been collective depression, really, isn't it? January's always kind of blue anyway.
Yeah.
But I think, you know...
And I feel like as British people, we all get depressed in January, but we always... I always forget.
Yeah, it catches you off guard every year.
Like, oh, why the fuck is this happening to me?
And then you're like, oh, wait, it's dark at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's just hard to get your head in the game.
Yeah, I think because the festive season was nice, like it was super chilled. And because, like I said, like I've been sober now for, I think it should be about a month.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not that I even went hard, but then I think that's what's pissed me off, because usually I'd be going balls to the wall.
Yeah.
And I haven't, and I'm like...
That's how you cope through the depression of January.
Yeah, well, I think as well, it's like when you take away all the substances, you're like, oh, this is just... It's not come down. Because when you're on a come down or a hangover, you can be like, oh, well, that's why I'm feeling shit.
Yeah.
But when you're not, it's like, oh, this is just me.
This is just how it is.
Yeah.
But it is just that really hard time of year, isn't it? You have to give yourself a bit of grace. And it's the last month of the...
Year of the Snake.
Year of the Snake, yeah. And it's meant to be the hardest. Like, it's been a really hard year, but it's been the last month is meant to be the hardest.
That's what they say in it, like the last hurdle, because it's the last shedding of the...
We're just going to be little naked chicks
by
the 17th, yeah.
I mean, I'm
ready.
I'm stripped down to my bare bones, and because I've had some really good gigs, but also my first gig back was dreadful.
Really?
It was in this like foyer, so it wasn't even a proper...
What's a foyer?
Like, you know, like a reception area.
Oh, like a foyer?
Yeah, foyer. I mean...
I thought that was like a kind of word for like an old establishment?
I mean, it was definitely old because the MC done like a cheer if you're in your 20s, cheer if you're this, and everyone just cheered for 70s. Like it was just like
really?
70-year-olds, yeah. But I fucked up because it was in Hornchurch and they've got a Wimpy there.
Nice.
Now, for me, I went on stage and was like, oh, I see you've got a Wimpy. That means you must have like old school tramps. Because Wimpy's old school tramp to me.
Yeah.
Obviously, they were the old school tramps. So they didn't like that. And then I was like, if you go to a Wimpy, then I'm going to assume you drink out of Sports Direct mugs. Which I thought was quite funny, and a couple of the young people laughed at, but there was one old man who literally looked like he was about to start swinging on me. He was looking at me like,
dare you insult my Sports Direct
my Frankfurter burger. So that was like not a good start, but then I did a fundraiser for Gaza Sunbirds at the Union Chapel. And have you been to the Union Chapel before?
Yeah, it's amazing. I saw Coco Rosie there.
Oh, lovely.
Unreal.
Yeah, it's just such an amazing venue, and doing comedy in there, I was like,
that's beautiful.
Yeah, and especially
getting
for
looked down on by the angels.
Yeah, especially for the Gaza Sunbirds as well. They're like the Palestinian Paralympic cycling team.
Okay.
So it's people that have got like injuries from the war and like amputees and stuff like that. So it was really, really nice. And the lineup was banging. Fatia was on, Nish Kumar, Thomas Green. So it was like, I was like, rubbing shoulders.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and
That's
that felt
amazing.
nice for about 10 minutes. And then I was like, oh, I'm an imposter and I'm shit and everyone hates me.
Do you struggle with imposter syndrome?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a harsh one, isn't it?
It's I feel like it doesn't matter what level you're at, because do you find that you get that?
I get real bad.
Yeah.
I like, even with, I was thinking about this the other day, even with like Under Your Skin and stuff like that, I'll do it. Like the other day we did Romesh and I did a really nice tattoo on him and I was really happy with it, and the chat went really well, like couldn't have gone better. And then I went home and I was like just start peeling myself apart like a banana. Like I tell myself I can't do something even though I've just done it.
Yeah.
And that is,
that was a fluke.
Like, yeah.
It's
like, it's just a really hard thing to battle with, isn't it? Like
it's terrible, because I think, you know that you work hard, and because like you do because you're tired all the time and you're constantly grinding and hustling. But then when something good happens, you're like, that was luck, man. That was pure luck. And it's like, well, I know personally, I'm not a very lucky person. I make my own luck.
Yeah.
But then it's like, if it was any of my friends, like if you said to me, I'm having imposter syndrome, I'd be like, babe, come the fuck on. But then when it's you, it's like, soon they're going to find out that you're shit and da-da-da-da-da. And it's such a hard thing to come to terms with, because I think even when you see the fruits of your labor, you just think, well, I didn't deserve that. And it's like, no, but I did, because I worked really hard for that.
Yeah. So just a little quick shout out to our amazing sponsors, Regal Rose. They are an incredible jewellery company with a bit of everything for everyone. They do the big danglies, they do the showpieces, they do the more discreet, cute, little pixie kind of like bejeweled. Well, I'm going for a bit of a Tudor earring here with my pearl. But yeah, they do the gold and the silver. They're honestly an incredible brand, and they have so much variety in their selection. So you can get a nice little healthy bit of discount with our link below. So please go and check them out. And yeah, once again, Regal Rose, thank you so much.
Thank you, Regal Rose.
We love you guys.
We love you guys.
And I feel like I've conditioned myself because of my imposter syndrome to like downplay a lot of the shit that I do. And even like the other day, my friend came over for a cup of tea and she was like, oh, what have you been up to this week? And I'm like, oh, same old. Yeah, and it's like you forget. And then I was like, wait a minute, no, I shot with Romesh Ranganathan on Monday.
Just Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. But
but you don't want to. It's like you don't almost like you don't feel like you have a right to, and because it's not.
That's a lot of what it is. It's that the core root of it when it boils down to it and you strip it back, it's like, I don't feel like I deserve what I've made for myself, like deep down, like I do. Like there's the grace in me who's like, you do deserve it.
Yeah.
You know, you worked hard. Like just fucking sit back and enjoy the roses. And then there's the other part of me which is like, you piece of shit.
Yeah. You ain't worth nothing.
Yeah.
Because I think it's also like sometimes I get worried because like I do a lot of amazing stuff and I have a lot of amazing opportunities that I'm very grateful for, and inshallah 2026 is going to be even more beautiful.
Absolutely.
But it's one of those things where it's like, even when I'm talking to people, you don't even want to say it because you're like, then I'm gloating and blah blah blah. And it's like, if someone asks you what you're up to, it's not gloating to tell them what you've been doing.
100%.
Like, but you feel like, I don't want to be like rubbing it in people's faces. And it's like, but you are doing it. Because also like doing Under Your Skin with Romesh, who's like arguably one of the biggest comedians at the moment. He's doing everything.
He's on everything. I go on any app on my telly. And there's a thumbnail of him and a program.
And he's doing like live stuff, you know, and I think it's like that is cool that he first of all wanted to do it, and also that he did it, and it went.
This is just like we're like a tadpole.
Exactly, and the fact that he was like, I'm up for it, and then also that it went banging, and it's an amazing interview. But then it's just like, well,
he's so funny as well. You've met him before, right?
Yeah,
he's so funny.
He's hilarious, and he's a babe as well. Yeah, he's such a babe.
Like, he's funny, but he's not like, because I feel like some comedians, like, they know they're funny, and obviously he knows he's hilarious.
Of course, yeah.
But he's like just soft and gentle and like genuinely like is interested in the people that he talks to and stuff like that. So yeah, that's nice, because I feel like some comedians are just like, I'm funny, motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah,
suck my dick.
Definitely.
Not actually, but you know what I mean, like the big comedy dick.
Yeah. Well, there was because I was hearing someone was telling me a story the other day about, like, this is Comedy Store like back in the day, but there was this young comedian, I think he was like 16 or something, and he was doing his first 10 minutes at the Comedy Store, and then this guy was emceeing, and he was like, what was it? He was like, don't be nervous. Like, what you planning to do as your opening joke? So the young comic told him, and then the MC went out and did his opening joke.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And like when you're 16 and when you're a young comic, like the 10 minutes you've got is the 10 minutes you've got. Do you know what I mean? So he didn't have another opener.
Ripped him apart.
Yeah.
And I think, how long's an opener? A couple of minutes.
Even like it's just your opening jokes are like a minute or something. But that's
when you've only got 10.
Yeah,
and it sets the tone.
Yeah, and that's, you know, that's like you need to get that first laugh in, so then people trust you and laugh at the rest of the set. He just went up and flopped, basically. Yeah. And I think there can be, I mean, it's quite an old school energy, but there is still a lot of that around, whereas Romesh is totally not like that. Like, because when I first gigged with him, you know, come up and was like, that was really good. And even we did a gig at the Ned, and he was like, I don't know how this is going to go. And I was like, why are you nervous, bro? Like, I'm shitting myself, but like,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure you could poo in your hands and clap and everyone would be like, hey!
Yeah, for sure.
But it's nice that it's like that humbleness and not being like, I'm the big I am, because he could be, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. He's the sort of person you meet and you're like, I'd like to go around your house for a Sunday dinner.
Precisely,
because also his family sound hilarious. His kids, the way that they rinse him. And like he talked about his wife a lot, and you can just tell that she's probably the funniest one out of all of them.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's just like along for the ride. Yeah, can't believe his luck.
Yeah.
But how did it go anyway, like generally?
It went great. It was a really nice day. He was super accommodating, super lovely, easy with the tattoo as well. Like basically he was like, just do whatever you want. I was like, amazing. Okay. So I made him a sheet of like 4 or 5 designs, and yeah, he chose which one he liked.
Yeah.
And then we just had a nice chat. But yeah, he was like, it's nice because sometimes it can get a bit dry when you're interviewing someone and you're just constantly asking them questions. It's nice if we can have a bit of a rapport and a bit of a conversation, because it's like, if I can open up to you, then you can open up a bit more to me.
And because then you can bounce off, because it's like when you've got the set questions, because especially with something like Under Your Skin, like it's not a press tour, do you know what I mean?
For sure.
It's like, it's meant to be in conversation with sort of vibes,
But he's very interested in just like whatever you've got to say, do you know what I mean? So it was really easy to have a conversation with him, and he was asking me questions, and honestly, we've had so many people on the show who have been hilarious, but we have a very professional team as well, so they know how to like keep the laughter to
a minimum. Yeah.
But we could, like, nobody on the team could, like, hold it together when we were shooting. Everyone was in stitches.
Well, I think it's like that thing of somebody just having like funny bones.
Yeah, he definitely. As soon as he walked in without even saying anything, it's just like, oh, he's got a smile. He's got a great energy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think like there's a certain magnetism to some people that like
he definitely has.
Yeah,
that.
you can't teach it, and because
star quality.
Yeah, he's got that. You're gonna be a star, boy. To Romesh.
Yeah.
But I think it's nice when you meet somebody that of that caliber and they're just down to earth and chill and just like interesting, but also interested and just like curious. Because I'm sure for him as well, it's like I don't know how many people such as yourself he would have met of like badass fucking tattooers, so he was probably a bit like, this is fucking
it's quite
sick.
Heavily tattooed, It's got like a whole sleeve of like different portraits of people he admires and stuff like that. He's pretty tatted up now, but no, I know exactly what you're saying. I am a freak and
you're not a freak, but it's just like because in the comedy world you don't come across a lot of people that, I don't want to say anything rude, but are interesting.
Really? You don't want to say anything rude?
Well, there's a lot of people that are not actually that interesting on the circuit, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I'm sure that I don't know what about the doors that he's into and the level that he's at, but I'm sure it was nice for him to meet somebody that's outside of all of that, but still an artist and creative and stuff like that. So, and it's a great interview. If you've not watched it, what are you doing?
Thanks, babe. Thanks.
And how was it with Nikole as well?
It was great. It was just nice to catch up with Nikole. She gave me, so we switched it up because I've tattooed Nikole, but she's never tattooed me, and we're like old friends. So I thought it would be fun for her to tattoo me. So I got a little GT.
Oh, cute.
Good Times 2014, the year that I worked there. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And it didn't hurt until she sprayed rubbing alcohol on my fresh tattoo.
Why did she?
Because apparently it makes the Sanoderm stick better, which it did. It stuck really well.
Well, yeah, I guess because it like dries it out. Yeah. That must have been a bit.
And Nikole, she's a tattoo master and she's been doing it for over 30 years. She can do what she wants.
I love how you're like, it didn't hurt. Like one of the most heavily tattooed people. It's so tiny. You're like, I was really brave.
Yeah. I'm such a baby now with tattooing. I just like, I don't know.
It hurts, man.
Yeah, I just want to be like, I want to be cuddled. I don't want to be hurt.
Please don't hurt me.
Yeah, exactly.
But how have you been generally anyway? What's the coup? What have you been up to other than that?
What have I been up to? What have I been up to? Apart from doing stuff on the channel and things like that, like literally not a lot, babe. I've kind of been hibernating during this January.
'Tis the season.
Yeah, I'm like locked into my little winter routine, like so just on my bike, drawing, going to work. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been really difficult. I think this has been the biggest like slump in my mental health that I've had for a long time, but it's just so hard to like reconcile it because I've got a lot of amazing plans already for this year, and I did a lot of cool stuff last year as well, but it's like you're waiting for your self-esteem to catch up with like the things that are actually going on in your life.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll look and I'll be like, and because when I see people, they're like, oh, you're smashing it, and I'm like,
it doesn't feel that good.
Yeah, it feels
you
like,
just gotta trust the process though, babe.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I think as well, because I was reading something the other day. Apparently when you hit 32, that's actually the end of your adolescence. Like they've been doing studies on the brain and stuff, and with like brain, like frontal lobe development and hormone development, apparently 32 is like, okay, cool, you're like,
solidified.
Well, you're dying from now on.
Yeah, it's all down.
Yeah.
God, don't you know it? Well, I've never heard that before, and I believe it.
Yeah, because I think, because I turned 32 in November, and I must say I definitely
woke up the next day.
Yeah. I definitely have felt a bit of a shift in just like, well, generally anyway, just wanting things to be calmer and not really, trying to go for chaotic situations and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But just generally as well, being a bit more like, I don't have a pension.
Yeah.
You wake up and you're like, wait, hold on. what is the plan?
Yeah, self-employed baby.
Yeah.
I did that in my early 30s. I was like, whoa, I need to get a pension because I don't have one.
Did you sort it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I need to sort that out. Because these are the things that it's just like, when
I can
you're
help you.
Yeah,
I can
when you're
help
in
you
your
do
20s, you're like, Copacabana. And just like, it's just vibes. My vibes will be my pension.
But it's not too late at 32 to start a pension.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
But it's just like, that there's real life stuff. And I don't know if
This is when when you start getting into your early 30s, it's when you can't ignore adulthood.
No, anymore.
Because what would fly in your 20s don't fly for you anymore,
People will not people be like, you need to sort that out now.
But even in yourself, like having all the direct debits sorted, and do you know what I mean? Like having everything in order so everything flows effortlessly, like shit like that starts to become a priority.
Yeah.
Whereas in your 20s, you're like, I don't give a fuck, I haven't paid my electricity bill in 2 years.
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Send bailiffs to my house or tell them to fuck off as well.
So it's like, but I think it's just adapting to the world as a more of an adult and realizing that you actually want peace now rather than like living within the chaos and the uncertainty and the ups and downs. Now it's just like I want it as smooth as possible. Soft life.
And it's like I'm happy to grind. I love working. 100%. I love being busy. Like I thrive in that, and I don't mind my professional life being chaotic. But I want my personal life to be down pat. Like I want to make sure that
I don't think your professional life's chaotic.
Just in terms of like traveling here and doing that and everything, like
it's
organized chaos.
Yeah, for sure. It's like a high pressure job in that regard. You're here, there, and everywhere. Like you have to move.
Yeah, exactly. And I love that. It's exciting and it's nice to travel and see different places. And I don't mind that being chaotic, and I don't mind getting a phone call. But you want to come home
and have the still.
Exactly, and just be like, okay, cool. When I've got my time off and when I'm doing things, then I've got my little interests that I'm doing and I've got things set up. But at the moment, I feel like I don't know. It's just the 30s.
Well, also talking about depression, I feel like one reason that my mental health started to take a dip at the end and / beginning of the year was because I actually oh my god, my mind's just gone blank. What were we talking about?
We're talking about having like a calm life.
Oh yeah. So we'll come back to that. So I've been, because we're used to hustling, working every day. It's like the grind. And this last year, I've really taken like time back for myself, like we've talked about, and I've invested into myself rather than investing like with the personal side of myself, like my health, my well-being, my mental health, all of that. But it's like, wait, my mind's gone again. Seriously, is so bad at the moment.
Jeez.
And like, I had a break from smoking weed and I cut down loads and all of that, and I'm like weaning myself off to stop smoking. I've got this plan and everything's set in motion and all that shit. But like, because like my mental health's been up and down, I don't know what it is, but my fucking brain, it's like a fart. It's like and then everything just like disappears into it.
I guess it's also like when you've been like, because you know how to do everything, there's stuff that people couldn't do stoned that you like would
I've accomplished life at being stoned.
Yeah,
sure.
like you've had that down pat, you know what I mean? So I guess it's like your body getting used to like,
I'm definitely aware that my memory has probably been impacted by long-term cannabis use.
Yeah, 100%. But do you know what? Like, I think for our generation, like anybody who was a drug taker, like back in our day, like my memory's fucked. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I absolutely frazzled my brain as a kid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so and there's no point pretending like
it is what it is. I take my lion's mane, and I do feel like my brain has been getting more. Some days I'm really switched on, and my memory's like, yes, I feel so like I'm in my body. This is what
like limitless.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just fucking up and down. But just to come to full circle, like what we were talking about.
What were we talking about again?
The peace. The peace. I think because I haven't lived in. I know what I'm talking about. Because I haven't lived in like peace, and now I am. Sometimes that catches me off guard, and I'm like, because I'm not used to
being regulated.
That definitely, and I'm not used to being bored.
Yes. Because the thing, you know, I was talking about this with my friend Dan the other day, and we were saying back in the day, you used to be bored. So then it was like, okay, let me find something to do. And that's how you found out things you was interested in outside of like work and stuff. Because that's how you fall into the freaking doom scroll trap.
This is it. So I've been very, very strict to myself as I found myself in the doom scroll
really
depression.
Good. Yeah, because that's where I am right now.
So I cut that off, and I've been limiting my time I allow myself on my phone. Like I do my, my 6 o'clock fucking post and all of that shit. Maybe have like 15-minute scroll, but no screens, and like we're like limiting my screens and things like that. And also cutting down on smoking weed, because obviously when you're bored you smoke a spliff, you feel less bored. Just sitting in that boredness, that's hard, but it's also necessary.
It's so necessary, because I think humans were not supposed to be entertained 24/7.
We're not.
And because I remember when I was younger, like I used to just demolish books. You know, I would just read and read and read, and I would draw, and I would just like, you know, make plasticine stuff and clay, and, you know, find something to do. But then now it's like, because honestly, my relationship with my phone it's the most toxic relationship I've ever been in my life. And because
you're literally on there doom scrolling, and you've got like your voice in your head is like, oh, just
put your phone down. What are you doing?
And then like half an hour later, you're like, no, stop.
Yeah, and because you look at the time and you're like, I'm not joking. Yesterday,
just pissed the day away.
Yeah, it's like I've basically done a whole day's work on my phone, and I've accomplished absolutely nothing apart from watching some woman make a fucking like quiche on a live, and I don't even know who this person is. And I just think, like, this year, one thing I will say, when I come out of my little depression hole, I've been thinking about just getting a burner phone, you know, and just using that for filming.
But you have to be careful, because even my dad's got a burner phone, right? And they texted him the other day his network, and it was like, your phone basically, we're going to upgrade the network, but your phone won't work because it's too...
Oh, yalla, go on, man.
Yeah, because it's a burner phone. You have a smartphone.
They were saying that Lucy was telling me about this phone you can get that's basically like a brick, but it's a smartphone, but you can only have like WhatsApp. Like you can't.
But what will you do? Because you need Instagram.
But I would still use this. But I was thinking of getting that smartphone for like, okay, when I'm out the house. Because even sitting on transport.
But that's where the self-discipline has to come in. It's exactly like when you're in the house, you gotta like lock it away.
But this is.
Or you can put a thing on your phone, innit, where it locks apps, or so you like.
Yeah, but you can just be like
override it.
Yeah, because I was thinking if I could find like
get one of those lock boxes.
Yeah,
with a timer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like a time save. Because there's been a lot of stuff in I've been seeing about returning back to physical media. Because me and my sister, we've been getting like a lot of vinyls, and I want to get a CD player again, and I want to get DVD player because also
my friend just got his 13-year-old daughter a vinyl player for her birthday.
Yeah,
and she's so fucking into it. And
the sound of it's so much better, and because even with DVDs, like the quality of what you're watching is better because they compress so much on Netflix and the streaming services.
Is it?
Yeah, like the quality of them is a lot shitter than it would be what you get on a DVD. And like, you know, I miss like the extras menu when you've got like bloopers and commentary and stuff like that. And I think like this year I want to try and go back a lot more to like, because I saw someone with a freaking Walkman the other day.
I love that.
Yeah, and I was like, do you know what? That's kind of cunt.
Because everyone's going back to the wires, aren't they? Because everyone's like, boycott this like batteries in your ear.
Headphones. Yeah. Because I just think like you lose them anyway, and I don't know, something about having a wire. I don't know. Just we need to go back. We need to press stop on a lot of this new stuff. I think.
Would you think because like of all like the AI and the deep fake stuff that they have now on the internet, do you reckon that there'll be an internet death? Because it will get to a point where like no one will know what, like it's like it now, right? You see a video and you're not sure, and you go to the comments for validation, or
and
it's
everyone's
AI.
like AI.
Yeah. But there's going to be a point where we don't know what's real and what's not.
Well, yeah, because there is that. So
people will not trust the internet, so they will withdraw. So that will create like an internet death. Right?
Yeah. Well, I think that people there's a thing called the dead internet theory, which is basically that the internet will get to a point where it's just bots talking to bots, because everybody's just going to be like, well, there's no fucking point me being on here because I don't know
Well, yeah,
who
exactly.
you're interacting with, because there's like bots that are commenting, there's bots that are posting stuff, so it's like you can't, it's blurring too much reality.
Who are these bots? How do you? I don't get the bot thing. I don't really know.
I think it's like, so I think it's a lot of different government agencies that are creating them. Russian bots, CIA bots. It's a lot of government agencies.
And what do they do, like spy?
No, mainly they'll like rage bait comments or like create discourse on comments or.
Oh, okay, so it's like divide and conquer. Through the internet.
Basically just like they're like troll bots, basically, that just go and comment rage bait or post like rage bait memes or something, because that's what they were talking about in the Cambridge Analytica scandal, was like a lot of Russian bots doing memes to help Trump get in.
It's like a tactical.
Yeah, like those streaming farms, for example, that music, that record labels have. Have you seen those? Where it's basically just freaking thousands of phones set up that are just streaming.
I've seen that.
Yeah, so it's just like fake numbers, basically.
Wow.
And yeah, it's just, I think people are becoming a lot more distrusting of things, and I do think usually when things are turning more right wing, there is like a bit of a return to like traditionalism. But I think in this case, rejecting a little bit of modernity, I don't think it's that problematic, because I do think we do need to go back more into physical media and actually like buying things directly from artists rather than these streaming services. Because also it's like, how many streaming services do you want me to get?
It's too much.
It's too much. Like, I want to watch one episode of something, or I want to watch one particular series, and I've got this streaming service where there's like, because like Paramount Plus, that's where you get South Park, but everything else on it is fucking dog shit. Like,
so you're just paying a monthly subscription?
Yeah, to watch a couple episodes of South Park every now and again. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like it's too many options, and it's too much money. And you could go to the charity shop and just be like, oh, wicked, there's freaking seasons 1 to 6 of South Park for like 20 quid, rather than, and then you've got it and you own it. So yeah, I think
I went to the cinema the other day. Would that count?
Yeah.
As being more traditional?
Yeah, that counts.
I really enjoyed it.
I love the cinema.
Yeah. I went and got my home snacks, and then I went and bought my cinema snacks.
Yeah, because you got to have popcorn from the cinema.
And I'd never been to a cinema before that had the reclining chairs.
Oh my God. Did you never go to Genesis when you used to live in Bow?
No.
No. Genesis, like, if you're
honestly, I haven't gone to the cinema properly in
really years. I love going to the cinema, man.
I'm gonna start going. I'm gonna go again next week.
I think it's nice to actually go and see something on a big screen with a bunch of people. Also, like, it's a time you can't scroll in the cinema as well.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing I thought. I was like, I just watched the whole movie and I didn't look at my phone.
Do you know what I mean? Because when you're at home, and because Luke was talking about, what is it called again? Where you got to make scripts dumbed down for people so they can.
Oh yeah,
second screen. That's it. Yeah,
that's correct. That's depressing, isn't it? That makes you like definitely want to be more self-disciplined with your phone.
Yeah, because also it's like people put a lot of effort into things, and I don't want to be part of a problem where, like, because I'm scrolling now, they're over-explaining the plot, and you know.
Yeah. Well, I went to see the second part of 28 Years Later, and it is.
I haven't watched any of the new ones. I need to watch it. I think I will do that.
There's going to be 3. There's one more coming out.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait.
Yeah, because I loved 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later when they come out.
So one of the main guys in the new one is, what's the actor's name? He was in Skins.
Oh, can't remember, but Cook.
Incredible. Yeah. He is incredible.
Have you watched Sinners yet?
No, I was going to watch it the other day, but I decided to draw instead.
Yeah, you should watch it though.
But I've set up my living room a little bit different now.
Yeah, it looks
so
nice.
But when I have it, this is how we have it set for the pod.
Yeah, but I know, but it looks nice, like, because usually it's a bit more, you know, higgledy-piggledy over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we move everything, yeah.
But what I mean is I put that desk like that now, so I can see the TV, so I can draw and watch the TV. Because I've never really done that. I've always just like drawn and listened to music, but now I'm like putting documentaries on, because I've been in a documentary fucking whole.
Yeah.
I've watched so many fucking weird and wonderful documentaries.
Have you watched the Alabama Solution?
Yes.
Oh
my
God.
God. I watched that the other day. Maybe I was going to say to you about it.
So crazy.
My God. It is so fucked. It's one of those things where you're like, shocking, not surprising.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm definitely, but when you, because obviously, like when you watch like the 13th, for example, when they're talking about like how that's modern day slavery, obviously you know these things are going on, but then when you actually see,
this is Alabama as well. This is like the South.
Yeah,
this is like Jim Crow. This is like
the heart, the heart of it, basically. And when you see her, especially because like it's hot in Alabama, like I'm sure people.
I knew within the first 5 minutes when because they had the police had them there filming, didn't they? They had them there filming outside, like it's all nice. We're having this big ceremony.
Yeah.
There's music from people coming up from outside. Look at all the prisoners joining hands in prayer and blah 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 blah. And then
on
all
the
the
sidelines,
police,
they're like,
all the prisoners starts like talking to the camera when the police aren't
guards
around.
weren't watching, and then they were like, that honestly, that's probably one of the most, like, I couldn't look away.
I was in fucking tears. Like, and I know that a lot of people will watch it and be like, well, these are criminals and things like that. But it's like,
they're humans though.
They're human beings for one. And it's like, the justice system isn't meant to be set out like that. No. You know, there's no like, we can beat you to death because you're a bad guy, you know, but the culture of it just happens. When they were interviewing that policeman, like the head screw.
Oh my God, what a fucking cunt. So evil and smarmy.
The way he was smiling.
Yeah, and the way he was like,
and the way that they showed when they were showing him pictures of like the guy that ended up dying. That picture, like I can see it. Like I don't even have to close my eyes; I can just see it.
Yeah, because he was just like,
he didn't give a shit.
And because I think as well, like, you know, a lot of the people that are even in those prisons have not done anything that accounts to them being in prison for life.
No,
like that poor guy.
Yeah, a lot of them are like drug charges and things like that.
And some of them could be like a fucking, because obviously, all right, like the main guy, what was his name? I can't remember. The main activist guy, the one that was constantly,
two, right?
Yeah, the one that was constantly in solitary.
Yeah, the one that died.
Did he die?
Yeah, he died at the... No, they thought.
They made it look like he got beaten to death, but he didn't actually die.
He didn't actually die, but it was like he
got
basically
fucked up. Yeah. And so like, because obviously, you know, he was in prison because he was selling a lot of crack, right? But also it's like when he explains his situation, it's like that is the only option for a lot of people.
Well, I was about to say that's just you're selling crack because that's a byproduct of the culture that you were born into and how the system's set up.
People would rather not be selling crack, especially to their community. Do you know what I mean? But like, you know, this is the way that it is, and
the way that the government,
there's no reform as well,
and that's how you look at like the race and class war that the government has against society as well, because it's like, you know, like people who are born, especially like in Alabama, if you're like a black guy born in Alabama of a certain, in the 80s as well, do you know what I mean? Like even today, but it's like also the whole mandatory minimum sentencing that they have over there, which is, if you look into that, it's just like completely unjust and when it comes to race. Yeah. So it's like all of these things take into consideration, as well as these huge corporations investing in prison
and benefiting off their work.
In prison labor. That's the word I'm looking for. Like when they went on strike and they managed to coordinate all of the Alabama prisons to stop working for 2 weeks. It was amazing.
Yeah, but then it's like you see the reaction.
You know it's never going to work forever, but it's like the fact that the fucking
and because it did scare them initially, but then it's just the crackdown.
It would have cost them so much money, which is ultimately where they wanted to hit them, right?
Yeah,
they wanted to hit them where it hurt,
in the pockets. Yeah, but I think as well, it's just so fucked. Like these, because the guy who was in the other prison, the one who basically was the drugs counselor, because there's a certain amount of times that you could go for parole, and if you don't get it, then you're just in prison for life.
Well, that's the thing as well, because they highlighted, didn't they, that because the system that they have in place works so well with free labor that they don't
actively don't give you it. Yeah.
Don't give people parole.
Yeah.
And they have a law in Alabama as well where you're not allowed, I don't know if this is the law, but one thing that kept being the same with everyone is like, if they did get parole, they weren't allowed to go to their parole hearing.
Yeah.
So they're not even allowed to speak their case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's just, and then it's like, okay, because I think it's like you can apply for parole 4 times, and if you don't get it, then that's you. And it's like, what?
And also like the governor of Alabama, when they were trying to because a lot of people were protesting outside of prison, weren't they, about the conditions within the prison system. And then instead of like coming together and trying to create a resolution, the governor's like, we're gonna build a big prison.
Yeah, we need a bigger prison, boys.
Yeah.
But then
she was like that as well.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, we need an Alabama solution.
You could just imagine her like back in the day in the fucking big house on the
trust
porch
me,
in her fucking
with
frock.
her fucking,
Do you know what I mean?
But then the thing is that those prisons have not even been built. And it's all about the contracts that they're given to these private companies.
Exactly. Well, that's it. It's like, we're going to build a prison, not because it's going to actually help the prisoners. We're not even going to bother trying to sort anything out to do that, because that's not what it's about. It's about signing these contracts, making it look like we're helping make the system better. But in fact, we're not.
We're not
just
doing anything.
Making
we're just
tons
making
of money
bare money.
with these corporations.
And then we'll make even more money when the prisons are built by having, because essentially they're forced labor camps.
Yeah.
That's what basically it is. And because, I mean, because the way that they battered that guy, like,
his
no
mother,
matter what you've done.
And his cellmate got killed mysteriously. He died
because he was just about to get out.
Yeah,
and he was going to speak up.
Because he was saying,
I'll meet with the mother. Yeah, and then he mysteriously got killed.
That poor mother, man.
I know.
Even when she went to like her local fucking bar, and the old man was like,
what did he do?
Yeah, what did he do? Was he on drugs and alcohol?
Yeah.
And it's like, fucking hell. There's no empathy at all for this mother who's just lost her son in the most horrific way. And her son didn't even do anything. He was with someone who shot someone else.
Yeah.
So he was just like guilty
and
by association.
I think because he was like, because obviously you can tell that my guy was on hard drugs, and it's the whole stigma around that as well. And I think like the problem is these people just get so dehumanized that so that people don't have empathy for them, because they don't even see them as the same level.
Look at that warden, look at that police guard. He was at the point where he's obviously like a psychopath. Do you know what I mean? But he sees it as a way, I go to work and I can beat people to death.
Yeah. And nothing.
And it's like, that to me is just like a release of energy. That's like, it's like his version of going to the gym.
But
like obviously in a very
steam.
Exactly. It's like, but he can get away with it. So he doesn't look at these people as people. He just sees them as things that he can fuck about with to make himself feel better.
100%.
Make his ego feel
because
bigger.
if there's no repercussions to it, and because like it's like they were saying as well, you know, there's not enough prison guards to prisoners, and the people that they're hiring is pretty much anyone. Like anybody off the street. It's not, you don't need to go through any sort of like first aid training, mental health training, or nothing like that. It's just people, okay, cool, you want to come and be a prison officer. Like, so most of these people, you know, clearly in some way have been made to feel insignificant in their normal life, and then they come into the prison and it's like, I'm the fucking king in here. Like, you lot do what I say, or you know what's going to happen to you because I'll beat you to death and no one ain't going to do shit.
And the people who aren't wired up that way, they're just going to leave.
Exactly.
They're not going to be able to partake in that kind of environment.
Or they're going to then fold and then end up getting corrupted themselves.
Yeah.
But I think it's like that whole documentary is just a good analogy for like a lot of things of how the world is at the moment anyway. Like, I think prisons are quite a good indicator of like the general consensus.
Especially these quote unquote first world prisons, do you know what I mean? Like,
it's like, that's, you know, there's prisons in other countries that I'm sure people will not just get beaten to death and nothing will happen. There's a lot of places where that will happen, but I don't think we can speak about ourselves as being, you know, some civilized country and when like the people in the like most marginalized places in society are just being
But it's
like
to be
anything.
expected from America as well, because the prison systems out there are literally like
death camps.
But it's also a business.
Yeah.
It's like a booming industry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's what the Conservatives wanted to do that over here as well, because they were talking about building supermax prisons. But also, it's like we ain't got the space.
Well, that's the thing. In America, they've got the space.
They've got the space.
That's why
to do that.
here we have like medieval prisons, because they haven't changed the prisons in like hundreds of years.
Yeah. Also, I'm like, where are you getting the funding? But yeah, that documentary really that stuck with me.
Definitely recommend.
For a while. Yeah.
I watched yesterday Mr. Nobody Against Putin, which is about a school teacher in some small little Russian town. And basically, he's the videographer of the school as well as like the events coordinator and stuff like that. And over time, he realizes after the war has started, he realizes that the curriculum coming in has been like heavily militarized, and the propaganda that they're teaching the kids is like fucking terrifying. Do you know what I mean? And he just films it all.
What is that on?
It's on BBC.
Okay, nice. Yeah. So really he's filming.
He's just filming for the school because that's his job. He's one of the teachers.
Okay,
and he's heavily involved with the students and things like that. But as far as the teachers go, like he's quite radical in his way of thinking, because he doesn't think the war is a good idea. Yeah. And he sees and calls out the fascist system. Yeah. Whereas like the other teachers, you know, they're just like indoctrinated into it so heavy, they're like wouldn't question it. Some of the teachers there are like, there's this one guy and it's like he looks like Skeksis from Dark Crystal. He looks like one of them. He's like yeah. He's like absolutely terrifying. But yeah, he just films all of it and then compiles it all together. And he obviously like spoke to the BBC because he wanted to find a way of putting the footage out there, but there was no way to do that inside of Russia. Of course, yeah. So he got in contact with the BBC, or they contacted him, whatever it was. So yeah, he did this film.
Does he still live in Russia?
Nah.
Yeah, you'd have to defect after that. Yeah, I'm surprised that he's not been freaking Novichok.
Speaking of defected, I watched this other documentary just to round off with the docs. I've been heavily.
Yeah.
But you know, like I feel depressed.
I need to watch some other fucked up shit. Yeah.
Beyond Utopia, it's all about North Korean defectors.
Okay, I'm writing these down. Mr. Nobody versus Putin
and Beyond Utopia.
Yeah.
It is, babe. You are crying from like the first 20 minutes throughout the whole thing. It's just like, it's fucking crazy. And obviously there's not a lot of documentaries out there with like loads of footage about North Korea, but basically, without giving too much away, there is a guy who escaped North Korea like 20 years ago, and then he managed to he fell in love with a girl and he managed to get her out, and they got married and been together ever since. But because of that, he thought like, oh, I got my wife out so I can potentially help other people get their family members out. So he's like this, like, you know, fucking Robin Hood evangelist. Is evangelist the right word? No.
No. What are you saying?
I want to say equalizer because he's a bad man like Denzel. But no, that's the wrong word. Let me rewind that. Snip that out. Yeah. He is basically like this, just fucking, I guess, like a Robin Hood kind of guy in that sense, where he's just the hero. He's really helping like as many people out as he can.
Yeah.
But because he also knows that he needs to show the world what's going on, he encourages these families who are escaping and he's helping escape to film like along the way. So you get like a play-by-play. There's one family who escape and babe, you're just fucking like on the edge of your seat, because it's not, you know, it's a whole family. It's like a grandma, two parents, two little children, and it's like, you know, it's not as easy as going from North Korea to South Korea, because apparently the border has like thousands of, like hundreds of thousands of landmines everywhere. It's just like, it's too dangerous. It's too heavily surveyed.
Yeah, guarded. Yeah.
And sorry, my mind is like working so slow today. So they have to go up north. So they have to go out of the top of North Korea into China.
Yeah,
and then they have to go swing all the way down through Vietnam into Thailand. Because Thailand, like, if you're North Korean, and you get caught in Thailand by the police, they will deport you to South Korea. Okay. Where you get put through like a course or like a camp where they basically deprogram you, teach you all about the real world, and then integrate you into normal society. But if you get caught in Vietnam or China, because of the deals the government
They'll
have,
send you
they
straight
send you back.
Yeah.
And that's a death sentence.
Yeah.
You're either getting executed or sent to a
work
gulag
camp. Yeah.
So it's absolutely harrowing.
What
But it's
did you
such
watch
an
that
important
on?
film. I think it's on Amazon Prime.
Okay, Beyond Utopia.
Yeah.
Have you watched any Adam Curtis ones?
No. Who's Adam Curtis?
He made this Yeah, he made Hypernormalization.
I haven't even seen that.
Yeah, well, you should watch that first of all. That's a really good one. But he come out with one called Shifty, which is really good. It's just like archival footage with like sort of like analytical commentary written on it. But it's about like basically the last sort of 2 or 3 decades of the 20th century in Britain. So like about Thatcher and then about like the Labour government.
Oh,
it's like,
okay, I would love that.
Yeah, it's from like
I'm in a real history hole.
Yeah, it's really, really good, and it's loads of archival footage of like different subcultures and just like political things. It's really, really good.
I watched an 8-part documentary on the Nuremberg trial. I've been so into.
There's also there's one about like scientific advancements during the Russian Revolution, and there's
I love that. I love that shit.
Yeah, if you're in your history buff mode, definitely check out the Adam Curtis
especially
ones.
when it's like the advanced technology that they had like back in the day, especially
it's
in
so
World War II and
interesting.
shit.
Yeah, and especially like the political climate that was going on of why these things even came to fruition. Because in Shifty, it's like a lot of stuff about like when Stephen Hawking discovered black holes, and it all ties in with like how the scientific advancements affected the political stuff, and then how that then in turn like influenced subcultures in Britain. It's really like
the aliens are controlling everything.
The aliens and Bill Gates.
Yeah. He is an alien.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's a fucking lizard.
I was waiting. I was like, I'm gonna hold back to when she says it.
So we've got a few people asking for some advice and a couple of confessions to get through, my darling.
Okay, I can't wait.
So here's we're your agony aunts, and we're in agony, and we're your aunts. So.
It's accurate, yeah.
Here's my submission for pokes and jokes. I recently went through a breakup. Relationship lasted a little over a year. A month later, a friend of a friend showed interest in me and asked me out. I decided to go on the date and thought he was serious because he had to drive 2 hours to pick me up and another 2 to show me around his city. At some point, I asked about his past relationships, and he said he doesn't like talking about them and that his ex was manipulative, red flag, which raised a red flag for me, but I ignored it foolishly. Eventually, he made a move, and I was like, are you just going to ghost me afterwards? And he got really offended, and I felt bad for making him feel bad, so I proceeded to have sex with him that night. Then he made a move a couple hours later, and in the morning too, which confused me a lot. Anyways, all this to say, how do you get over a fling that you thought was real? I don't even know if you can consider this a situationship. You both are awesome, and I love the podcast. Thank you. That's a spicy meatball.
Well, I feel like not talking about your ex, not wanting to spill the beans about your ex, like, I think it can and cannot be a red flag. It depends.
But if
spilling too much, or like when people start like, especially if they're negatively talking about their ex, like bashing them, like, because you can be like, oh, my last relationship, like, I was cheating on, or I was treated badly, or whatever. But you don't have to like go into the detail. I don't know. I personally find that really unattractive when they start like telling me about their ex.
I think if you're having a conversation
later down the line.
Yeah, if you're having a conversation about it and you're just talking about like your previous experience in relation to your attachment style now, I think that's a healthy conversation. But I do think if I'm like seeing
she was obviously going off energy, innit?
Yeah, well,
and the energy
she
was
said that he doesn't like talking about it, and that his ex was manipulative. I feel like for me I would be a bit like,
if he laid it out just like that,
I would be a bit like, okay, but how was she manipulative?
But also I feel like this is a classic case of just like that shows how men and women are wired generally, right? It's like we are flawed because we have more hormone release during like intimacy. We create more oxytocin, which men do create, but
it's a different thing though, isn't it?
Yeah, we be overflowing with that shit. And that also with like the conditionings of being a woman, and maybe if you've been in situations before where the dynamics, like, you know, maybe you were made to feel a little bit small, or your spark was dimmed and things like that, you know, it can all lead to this place of like, once you've had that physical connection with someone and it's really good, especially, you're like, oh, I really like them, and then like that takes hold of you. So when it does ultimately fall apart, I feel like it always does. It's like you have to, as a woman, like kind of feel through like the hormonal changes your body goes through, especially through like heartbreak, from like that feeling of like falling in love, to then that feeling of being heartbroken. Like that's a whole like physical and emotional process for everyone, but I feel like women especially.
I feel like they, well, because I think, first of all, this guy sounds like a total fucking douchebag, because I feel like if someone said to me, are you gonna ghost me, like, and I knew for a fact that I was just gonna sleep with them and ghost them, I would be like, look, I'm happy to have like a one-time fling. I've had a really nice night with you, but I'm not looking for anything serious. But then for her to say, are you gonna ghost me, and then him get really offended about it and then ghost her, it's like, well, because even the fact that you even had to ask that in the first place, I think you already knew that he was probably going to ghost you, because I feel like
you can sense
and because like him driving 2 hours to pick you up and 2 hours to take you somewhere don't mean fucking nothing.
It don't mean nothing, but it's also like when you bring breadcrumbs as a woman as well, like in your past. And I'm not saying that this is me projecting. But it's like, I don't know. I was thinking about this a lot, and I was talking to my friend about it the other day, because we were just having some girl chat, and we were talking about relationships. And now I would be way more cautious if a guy was doing the
too
most.
much, and
whereas
early
before,
on,
whereas before, I feel like that sort of shit just
it just sweeps you up. Yeah, definitely.
And I don't think like every guy that does it is love bombing.
No,
but I do feel.
But I feel like you can feel it though, because I think if a guy drove all that way to pick me up and I still felt like I needed to say to him, are you gonna ghost me?
Oh yeah. This is giving.
You can feel that in your gut. That
this is giving. I'm a man and I want to fuck you. Yeah. Sorry to say this so like literally, but like it's like guy wants to fuck girl, so guy with the, you know, with this like lust and desire to get what he hasn't got yet, will drive many hours, many miles.
And also the thing is with these type of men, if they've got a free day and they want to hit, they're happy to take up the time. And because really and truly, if he's coming to drive 2 hours to get you and 2 hours to show you around somewhere,
then he's driving 2 hours home as well,
right? It's really, he's just brought you to his. So how did you even get back? Of course. So how did you even get back? Did he drop you off home? And also on top of that,
get train home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, on the bus is your Oyster cards. But I think I think as well, to be honest with you, like that is not even like a whole lot of effort. Like if he's asked you out, if the person who asked out, I think is the one that needs to make the effort to like plan things and everything.
100%.
And it's kind of the bare minimum that is even done. And also I just it's like you say, people doing the most straight off the bat, that for me is a red flag.
Also, I feel like it's that thing in it where, I don't want to say that actually, it sounds mean. Like, no, don't worry about it.
We say it and we can cut it if it's deep.
No, I forgot now.
Okay, here we go. Old dementia over here.
Don't put that on me.
Yeah, I've got it too, don't worry. But yeah, how do you get over it? To be honest with you, what I've learned over the years is it really is just time. Like, I think it's really hard.
And not giving these men, like, it's so easy to get caught up in the fast-paced excitement of everything. But then you realise when he's hit, it's like, most of the time that's it.
Well, because
maybe they'll get infatuated with you for a time.
Yeah, and I also think, because I remember we was talking about this before, I think we all need to be weary. Like, if you're having a very visceral reaction to this engagement and you're having a lot of
that
feelings,
is your red flag.
Yeah,
when that happens to me, I'm like,
I'm like, okay, this is not.
Yeah,
because for me, it means that I'm like going to be super hung up on this person, or it means that I'm going to like them for a time and then be like, oh, that's gone now. I feel like anything that feels like overly strong, I really don't think it's a good thing, because these foundations take a long time to build. And if it's just come quick that you're like, oh my God.
Do you think that, just on a like very raw, stripped down, like human level, that men generally lose interest after they have sex with a woman the first time? Because my mum used to say to me, you have all the power until you sleep with them. Do you feel like that's facts? Because I feel like that's.
I think, honestly,
look at the man in the back of the room nodding.
I do. I think
Obviously
really,
not.
Yeah,
I'm talking general.
I think that with a general normie man who's not done any inner work, I think yes, because I think societally that is how men are socialized anyway, is that like, oh, she gave it up. I think for those type of guys, if you eke it out for a while and you don't, then I think it can turn into something more. But like with most of these guys,
not for long though, you just because you still...
yeah, because then if it's too long, then but I think generally that is how men are socialized. And I think like in the dating world as it stands today, you'd be hard pushed to find someone who doesn't think, oh, well, I've got what I want now. But it also depends what people are looking for as well. Honestly, I
totally understand why more women now, and obviously I'm just speaking about women because that's from my perspective, but like so many more women now, like in our age demographic, are choosing to be celibate and single. Because it's not just about being single, because like it's easy for women to go and find sex. It's like it's not that hard if we really want it. But like more and more women are choosing to just be single and not have even the headache of going out to fucking
it's like you say, because when we sleep with people, we do get like hormones that release, and we can get bonded with people quite quickly. It's like, it's not even worth even
way more
opening
emotionally
the door.
charged.
Yeah, because it's like, even if you just want to, because I personally find it very hard to just sleep with someone.
No, I have to be me in your mind.
I need to be really engaged with you, and I need to know you. I need to trust you. Like, I can't just have a one night stand with someone.
And we need to fuck with our eyes and connect and have
foreplay starts foreplay's an all day thing. It's not just the physical, like it's the 100%. Conversations that you're having, and like, is this person listening to me? Do I feel seen? Yeah, exactly. And then also like, is there horny conversation going on? Am I like, is there sexual chemistry vibing? There's a lot that goes into it. And because I personally at the moment, I'm just feeling like I just can't be bothered with nothing. Because I think as well, like, it's important if you want to have a lasting relationship, and I know it's cliche to say, but you do really need to work on yourself. Because if you're not comfortable with yourself, then people are going to come into your life and play you for a fool time and time again. Yeah, because you don't have enough self-esteem and enough belief in yourself that you do deserve something nice. And it's also like we were saying before anyway, like I think like romantic love is not the be all and end all. I think it's what's important in this day and age is getting yourself set up so you're financially good, you've got good relationships with your friends and your loved ones in your life, you're going on sick holidays, and just like, your cup's already full. So if someone comes along, it's like you can be the cherry on top, but you're not going to be the whole Sunday,
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I think, like, in all honesty, babe, it's just gonna take some time. And I think, like, even if you go back and you read like your question, I think you'll find the answers that you need in there. That obviously there's probably a type of person that you're even going for subconsciously, of somebody that's not good for you.
Yeah, for sure. And I think then the point would be to like realize what that pattern is and take the time out to do whatever you need to try and break that cycle.
Yeah.
Because we've all been in that cycle of dating
100%.
like absolute fucking nightmares.
Yeah. And even still, like, I don't think there's anybody that would not get caught out at one time or another.
Of course. It can happen to anyone. Do you know what I mean? I can't remember where I heard this, but it was like dating in 2025, or it's 2026 now, but dating today is like just waiting for the mask to fall off.
Yeah.
It's just because so many people they can wear a mask, and it's that they can get influenced and take tidbits here and project something onto themselves that they're not, and then that mask slips, and you're like, oh shit, I'm married, got 2 kids, and my husband is a psychopath.
Yeah, exactly. Like, my husband's a serial killer or a freaking nonce or a numpty, like, and because it's not like men and women do it. Like, people are treacherous.
People are treacherous.
Yeah, and people are out for their own ends. And I think if you're like, it sounds to me as that you're quite similar to me and Grace in terms of, I don't like, maybe you don't feel comfortable to just sleep with any Tom, Dick or Harry. And I think if sex means a bit more to you, then you need to honor that in how you're interacting with people, I think.
Yeah.
Just to save your own feelings. But yeah, I wish you all the best.
For sure.
Yeah, I hope he gets his comeuppance. Okay, so we've got a confession. Do you want to read it or shall I read it?
You read it.
Okay.
Okay.
This was several years ago. Me and one of my exes were driving around late at night, a little high and bored, listening to music. We ended up in a half-built neighborhood with only a few houses and decided it'd be fun to hook up in the car, like a throwback to when we didn't have our own place.
What?
Important detail, she was on her period. So we parked, climbed into the back and got busy. Got busy. At one point, I looked out at the windshield and saw headlights coming straight towards us. Instant panic. We scrambled to get dressed just as a cop knocked on the window with a flashlight. Oh, deadly. We got out of the car.
What country is this?
I think it's America, it sounds like, yeah.
Does not sound like
Yeah. Hello. What's all this then?
Doing a bit of dogging, are ya?
Go on then, love. We got out the car and it was very obvious what we'd been doing, but then it got worse. She had a pill bottle in her purse with her brother's name on it, stuffed with perks, Zans,
This is definitely American.
Yeah, perks. Papa perk for Charlie Kirk.
So right, it's not the real Charlie Kirk. The ghost.
Oh, jeez.
He dead now.
Oh, you dead now. Who did it? She had a pill bottle in her purse with her brother's name on it, stuffed with perks, Zans, hydrocodone, and a couple grams of weed. On top of that, she was wearing shorts and had blood down both her thighs from her period. From the cops' point of view, it looked completely unhinged. More cops showed up. They separated us and asked if she was okay, then searched her car and found the pills. We panicked and made up this story that her brother was struggling with addiction and she'd taken the pills to help him get clean.
That's a good story.
Yeah, and on
quick
the fly
on your feet.
as well.
Yeah, quick on your feet.
Total bullshit. The cop starts explaining how much jail time we could get for each pill, and I'm pretending to be shocked.
Whoa.
Like, oh my God, I didn't know it was that serious. These are real medications. Somehow it worked. They let us go, made us stomp out the pills and sent us on our way. We left, pulled ourselves together and went straight to Waffle House like nothing happened. Waffle House.
Waffle House.
Oh my God. You lot are smart, man.
That is, yeah, because you were so quick on your feet. I think that's a fun story.
Yeah.
That's like a legendary story you'll be telling in like 10 years.
Yeah, I think that, like, I mean, because like getting pulled over, not only
do you know
all that,
what?
and the blood down your thighs as well.
I feel like the period blood, probably if it was a male officer, as soon as she says, it's menstrual blood, officer, he's going to be like, I need to get these guys on their way as quick as possible. So I'm gonna believe your story.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to let you guys go this time. Yeah.
There's nothing like a bit of menstrual blood to freak the fuck out of people.
Do you know what? That is so true as well. I do think that's probably one of the only times a period would come in handy.
Yeah.
And to obviously let you know you're not priggers, but yeah, you lot are smart, man, because especially that mix of opiates and benzodiazepines.
Yeah. I would imagine that you weren't on your sharpest day.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty fucking impressive. Also, like RIP to all those pills, because I would have been fuming.
My pick and mix.
Yeah, that is because some pick and mix as well. Are you guys fucking rappers perchance? Because that's like some.
This is America, baby.
Yeah, it's true. They are. You guys are on so many pills. I love it. We've got a PO box.
We've got a PO box, you know.
The P stands for pills.
I wonder where in America that was. Would it be interesting?
Yeah, where was it? Tell
I'd be
us
interested
in
to
the
know.
comments
Yeah,
if you're happy to put yourself on blast.
Out yourself, yeah. Or just send us a private DM. We just like to know.
Yeah, we just like to know where in America that was. But I love how we knew as soon as the police pulled up, we was like, that's murder.
Flashlight through the window.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, that doesn't sound like the feds here.
Yeah.
Nah. And then as soon as the pills, the Percocet.
Yeah. Percocet. Molly Percocet.
We don't have Percocet here, do we? Like they have they
It's
obviously have like the ADHD equivalent.
Yeah.
The British version of whatever it is, you know, whatever manufacturer we have.
Yeah, I think Percocet is like the brand name in it. Usually. Yeah. So I think we probably do, but they're not called Perks. And also like the freaking NHS, you'll be lucky to get ibuprofen. They're not stingy.
They're not dishing out the good stuff.
Nah, they're not. Like, yeah, because even when I broke my foot, they gave me codeine, which obviously cool. But I had a broken bone.
They be subscribing all the strong painkillers to all the little old ladies.
Yeah.
And especially around this time of year when it's cold. Yeah. Well, they all slip over this time of year, don't they? Bless them.
Oh.
I remember I actually, it's because I had a really hurt back, but they weren't giving me shit.
Nothing.
Like, yeah, they did give me morphine because it was so bad. And I was like in hospital for like 24 hours.
Morphine is
knocked me.
Yeah.
But I was just listening to like the nurses go around and do their rounds, and because it was winter, this was years ago, and because it was winter, it was like the little old ladies and men who like hurt, like, you know, twisted their ankles or broken their backs on the ice and stuff and slipped over. And they're like, all right, Doreen, I'm just going to give you your Oxycodone, all right? And then, like, the funniest time was, like, poor old Doreen, because, like, she came and she's like, just going to give you your meds, darling, you all right? And then she goes, oh, Doreen, because Doreen's got a broken back, right? Oh, Doreen, your back brace is on upside down. Who's done that? She don't fucking know and she don't care. Doreen's on her tits.
Yeah.
Doreen's like fucking pushing 90, bless her.
Doreen's essentially a smackhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Oh, it's scary, those pills, aren't they?
They are. They're strong. I think it's like every now and again, but not.
Oh, not for me, no.
But also, I think with like if I'm 90, just dose me up, man.
Oh yeah, if I'm 90 years old,
yeah, fuck it, go on then, take a morphine patch. What you got?
No, me definitely not. I can't play with the fire.
No, I'm too much of a. I every now and again I'll do like a little codeine,
a little treat.
Yeah, a little codeine,
a little
vibe.
Leftover treat. Yeah, from the A&E.
Yeah, exactly. Like a little, like, you know, take like 3-4 codeines and just.
I took cocodamol when I was on my period the other month. I don't know if it was because of my hormones as well, but I was like, whoa. Yeah, no, I was like, whoa, time is going twice as slow.
Yeah, well, because I had really bad period pains the other day, and because Danny had some tramadol left over from the car accident.
Oh, that stuff makes me feel sick.
Oh my god! But
I used to take it when I get tattooed. Yeah, too many times. You used to fucking.
It is minging, but I love the vomit though. I do, because you just feel like
afterwards you feel great.
Yeah, afterwards you're like,
you got a problem.
Yeah, I'll suck your dick, man. It's only every now and again.
Maggie, don't listen to Auntie Jen. Don't listen to her.
All right, so last confession. Hey, Grace and Jen, just a quick confessional from me, and I will stay anonymous as one of you might know me quite well, but I've never confessed. I want to know who you are, but a few years ago...
Just one of us?
Yeah, one of you might know me quite well.
We've got loads of mutual friends, so it would narrow it down.
Yeah.
Well, no, I wouldn't, because we know loads of people out.
Yeah.
I didn't think that through.
We're really quite popular, so yeah, you could be anyone.
Okay, well, let's see if we can try and identify them from the story.
I'm going
to call you out if I think I know who it is.
A few years ago, we were staying at a nice house in the country for my boyfriend's birthday with his family. After a day and night of long drinking, we retreated to our room for some sleep and his birthday present. Feeling drunk and very in love, I told my boyfriend he could put it where he always wants to, but I've never allowed until now.
Not the
You
back
can
door.
work it out, yeah.
Not the back
But
door.
Immediately, I realised drunk me had bitten off more than I can chew, and I instantly shat all of the beds.
No. Oh my God.
That is deep. Luckily, my boyfriend is amazing, and we laughed it off. But I had to tell
Love
his...
that. That's a real strength in it there. It could go either way.
That's
though.
bonding, yeah, because you might just be like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Because laughter in that situation is just going to make it completely okay.
Yeah, because...
But anything but that is going to make it
mortifying.
Yeah.
But I had to tell his mum I'd had a bad stomach. It was embarrassing, but
no.
not as embarrassing as the truth. Thanks, girls. Love ya.
Oh my God. Who do you reckon that was?
I don't know.
There's definitely a few faces popping over.
The thing is, because like I know quite a lot of... It's more the not doing the anal that I'm thinking, because I know a lot of girls do
yeah,
anal.
so yeah.
I'm like, who doesn't enjoy it up the jacksie?
Are you a back girl?
Yeah.
A backdoor girl?
I'm a backdoor girl.
Are ya?
Yeah. I love it. But I'm a dirty batch. I'm just feral though.
Do you know what? Maybe I haven't met the right person.
But not with everyone. It's
no.
Not with, yeah.
That's something I took off the menu years ago.
Yeah, off the menu. Chef special today. Market fresh anal.
Just because like I don't think I've ever enjoyed it when I've done it, and then that story in itself of just like the fear of like accidents happen.
Pooing, yeah.
But again, it would again. I'm thinking of this with like a younger Grace's mind, but in fact, like now, I don't know. Maybe I would be open to it with the right person. Who
I think
knows?
it's really like I don't.
But it would have to be someone like the guy
that you trust, like that.
But yeah, like because you want to know, like if anything embarrassing happens in bed, I want to know that we can laugh together.
100%.
Because nothing beats a bit of comedic relief.
Yeah.
When there's a little fanny fart, or do you know what I mean? Something happens, some air gets pushed out. Like you don't want
someone to laugh and not just be like, ugh.
Or just pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah, because I think you need to laugh about it. It's like, you know, what's a little...
It elevates the energy if you laugh about it.
Yeah, I think it elevates the energy. It instantly disarms each other.
Exactly.
You feel more comcomfortable to like get a bit
and you're
more
just
freaky.
like, exactly. Yeah. Because you know, if like
you
if
have
something...
that trust there.
Exactly. And how are these like men who don't laugh in these situations, like in jest and with love, not laughing at the girl.
Yeah, not like, he's dirty batch. Yeah.
But if you're gonna be a dirty bastard, then you've got to be
willing to take
prepared.
The risk.
Yeah, you got to be prepared. And I'm sure like you've had, if that's something you're really into, innit? If you're trying to hit the back door like with every girl that you're with,
surely
like
you must have had a little bit of dookie on your
Oh, God, that just like no, it's not for me.
The thing is though, I think like I would never just do like anal unawares. There's like preparations.
It's got to be in the diary for at least 2 weeks in advance.
I need to know what I need to know. Like it needs to be penciled in. It can't just be like impromptu batty crease, because you know it's. I think that's when you run the risk.
Oh, I've turned into such a child. It's like it's such unknown territory for me.
But I think it's unknown for a lot of people, because obviously we don't have the gland in there that men have.
Yeah, if I was a man, I'd be more intrigued to stick
but
stuff up there.
I personally still think it feels good. But again, with somebody that I trust, I don't think it's not something that you just. Some people do it willy-nilly, and I'm not yucking anyone's yum.
Oh, each their own.
Yeah, but I think for me, it's like I need to like. It's not something that I'm just offering up. You know.
Who wants it?
Yeah. Let's be fucking having ya. Yeah, it's like you need to, because it's like you say, you know, if there's a little like poo crumb or something.
Oh, even
I'm deliberately
a poo crumb. That's what Maggie leaves after she's eaten her poo, just like a little crumb of what's left over.
But yeah, that could be on. Oh, look at her.
I know, my baby.
Cozy thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you would like to send any more like confessionals or anything, we'll put the email or DM FFTV because we love hearing from you guys.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, it's always so much fun. And if you want
We
any
love
advice,
hearing from you. But I would just also like to say, you guys love to talk to us about fecal matters.
fecal matters. I love that.
So
Maybe
I think that's great, but like I personally,
Grace has had it.
I
up
know
to
you
it.
don't mind.
I don't mind, but Grace
I'm
is
sick of hearing about poo.
Yeah.
So
And you know what? Fair enough, because we've been doing this for quite a while now, and it has been a lot of poo-based content. I will give you that.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah,
but I'm like, I feel like we all need to grow and evolve.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm ready for the next.
Yeah,
step.
there's other stuff to talk about. And because
we want to hear about criminal activity.
I
want to hear about the crimes.
Yeah, criminal activity, drugs, like any like old school raving stories you've got.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, any like
I got old school raving stories.
Yeah, because
like when I vomited on Laura Benson's sister. I've told that story already on camera, but still, it's a legendary story.
Well, I think like I want to do like a raving episodes. We need to do like
I got
because we both of us between us have got some stories. So if you've got like if you're old school raver or you just started raving, send us in any crazy stories that you've got.
And Americans versus UK, I would love to hear like we could do like Americans versus UK raving because it's so funny. It's even like the festival scene as well.
It's so different.
It's so different. You know? So yeah, whenever you're ready, lads, send us over your stories.
Yeah, because we love hearing from you guys. So, well, that's thank you for tuning in for another great episode of Fecal Matters. No,
you've locked that one, haven't you?
Yeah, I love that. That's so funny.
But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in again. Like, share, and subscribe, do all that good stuff, and we really appreciate the support that you continuously give us.
Yes, we love you guys. We love you guys. So thank you. See you next time. Bye.